You may be seated, and let's turn to Revelation chapter 7. The judgment of God has begun in chapter 6. And it is in this little scroll titled Deed to the Earth with 7 seals. And through the first 4 seals, 1/4 of the Earth's population is destroyed. As we go a little further on, we'll find that another sequence of events, another 1/3 of the population of the world will be destroyed. So, heavy days coming for those that are upon the earth. And as Jesus spoke of these days of the Great Tribulation in Luke 21, he said, "Pray always that you'll be accounted worthy to escape these things that are coming upon the earth and to stand before the Son of Man." In the 6th chapter there, in the 5th seal, John sees an interesting group of people. They are under the altar. They are the souls of them that were slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, "How long, O Lord, holy and true, before you judge and avenge our blood on those that dwell on the earth?" They were given white robes, and it was told to them that they should rest for still a little season until their fellow servants also and their brothers should be killed as they were, should be fulfilled. So now as we get into the 7th chapter, after these things, after the 6th seal and before the 7th seal of this scroll is broken, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Now, you know there are always people that are looking for some kind of error in the scriptures. And they will latch on to anything that they perceive to be a misstatement, an error, because they are working hard to try and prove that the Bible is not the Word of God, so that they can excuse the kind of living that they want to live without feeling guilty and all. And so this is one of those verses that they oftentimes jump on. I saw the 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, and they say, you see, the Bible teaches that the earth is flat, 4 corners of the earth. Though the Bible does in other places tell us that God hung the earth in the midst of the skies, and that it, where it used to be that they thought that the earth was on a giant elephant or something. But the United States Marine Corps, I guess, also believes that the earth is flat, because they used to have a sign at the enlistment center, and it said, "The Marines are in the 4 corners of the world." So I guess that they believe that the earth is flat too. Talking about the 4 corners, it's just north, east, south, and west, and it isn't inferring at all, or seeking to infer that the earth is flat, but they are holding the winds of the earth. It's amazing the destruction that the wind can create. Now, here we are in California, and we really don't know much about that kind of destructive wind that they know in the other part of our nation in the Middle West and so forth, where they have these fierce tornadoes and so forth, and we just don't really experience those much here in California, nor do we get to see the heavy damage that wind can create. But it would appear that there are going to be, during this period of time, tremendous devastation from winds. These angels are holding back but ready to release these winds, not just the east or the south or the north or the west, but just all four directions, winds coming from them, that they should, that they're holding them back, that they should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And so we now read of these servants of God that will be sealed and spared from the devastation of these four winds. And further on, we will see that they are also spared from further judgments that will be coming. But I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all of the tribes of the children of Israel. Now it is interesting that there are many groups that seek to claim that they are special and that they are the 144,000. Their group comprises the 144,000 that are going to be sealed of God and protected from certain devastation that will take place in the Great Tribulation. The Jehovah's Witnesses have been a group that claim to be the 144,000. And they, when their numbers exceeded that, then they made up another kind of special place for the Jehovah's Witnesses. In other words, if you didn't make it in already, their number that allotment is full and you can't make it. So, you know, they say that figures don't lie, but liars sure can figure, and that's one of those things, you know. There was another group known as the World Tomorrow, Herbert W. Armstrong, and they also laid claim to being the 144,000 that the Lord was going to seal. But if you read, just plain read the text, it makes no sense, and that's sort of nonsense, isn't it? That a group would try to claim to be the 144,000, because it tells you very plainly they are of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Now, in case you didn't get that, he then does list 12 of the tribes, and he says 12,000 from each of these tribes. So 12 times 12,000 is 144,000. It can't be any clearer or any plainer, and if the plain sense makes sense, don't look for any other sense. And it's plain. Here of Judah, 12,000. Tribe of Reuben, 12,000. The tribe of Gad, 12,000. Tribe of Asher, and goes on to list the tribes, telling you 12,000 from each of the tribes. Now, as he gives the listing here of the tribes, it is interesting that he doesn't list the tribe of Dan or the tribe of Ephraim. And Dan was the first